I found a legal loophole that turns trespassers into paying customers. I bought my house 12 years ago, before the city built a massive concert venue 3 blocks away. Back then, the neighborhood was quiet. Now, every weekend brings 20,000 fans looking for free parking. My lawn became their target. Every concert night, strangers would pull onto my grass, block my driveway, and disappear into the crowd for 4 hours. They'd return to find angry notes on their windshields and drive away laughing. I called the police repeatedly. "Sir, this is a civil matter," they explained. "We can issue tickets, but towing requires a 24-hour notice to the registered owner. By then, the event's over." Useless. I tried orange cones. They moved them. I tried chains across the entrance. They drove around them. I tried confronting the drivers directly. They cursed at me and walked away. Then I had an idea. If I couldn't stop them from parking, I would charge them for parking. I consulted a contract attorney. I explained my situation and asked one question: "Can I create a binding agreement through signage alone?" She smiled. "Absolutely. It's called contract by conduct. If terms are clearly posted and someone voluntarily acts in accordance with those terms, they've accepted the contract." I paid her $300 for a consultation and a legally reviewed sign template. The sign cost me another $200. Professional grade, reflective lettering, impossible to miss. It read, "Private property, no public parking. Entry onto this property by motor vehicle constitutes acceptance of a binding parking contract. Fee, $500 per hour or any portion thereof. Minimum charge, $500. By parking here, you agree to these terms and waive all disputes. Violators will be invoiced. Non-payment will result in collections and legal action." I mounted it at the entrance, directly in the sight line of anyone pulling onto my property. The first big concert weekend arrived. Saturday night, sold-out show. 5 cars pulled onto my lawn within 30 minutes, parking directly beneath my sign. I didn't yell. I didn't confront anyone. I walked outside with my camera and documented everything. I photographed each car's license plate. I photographed the vehicles on my grass. I photographed my sign clearly visible in the same frame. I recorded timestamps. Then I went inside and waited. 4 hours later, the concert ended. The drivers returned, climbed into their cars, and drove away without a second thought. Monday morning, I visited the DMV. For $10 per plate, I obtained the registered owners' names and addresses through a public records request. I mailed 5 invoices. Professional letterhead. Itemized charges. 4 hours at $500 per hour. Total due, $2,000 each. 4 drivers paid within 2 weeks. Angry, but they paid. One driver, a man named Brad, called me screaming, "This is extortion. I'm not paying. I'm suing you for fraud." I remained calm. "You parked on private property beneath a clearly posted sign outlining the terms. You accepted the contract by your conduct. Payment is due in 30 days. He hung up. 6 weeks later, we stood in small claims court. Brad arrived confident, convinced the judge would see through my scam. I presented my evidence. Photographs of his car on my lawn. Photographs of my sign clearly visible. The contract language reviewed by an attorney. His license plate timestamp matching the 4-hour concert duration. The judge reviewed everything carefully. "Mr. Davidson," she addressed Brad, "the sign's terms were explicit. You chose to park on private property despite clear warning of the fees. By doing so, you accepted the contract." She turned to me. "Judgment for the plaintiff. $2,000 plus $150 in court filing fees." Brad's face went pale. "This is ridiculous. It's just a sign. Signs